failure as transportation secretary to be him. Stephen Mel.
Yo, 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 yo. Back for more, baby. Bob Levy's out of the coffin. I'm out of the shower, baby. So this will be a real short stream. But, what can I say? I'm still up. And wanted to see what late night freaks are still up. I know we got some creepy crawlers out in the jungles of America. Classy Freddie Blassie, a great manager. Not the first manager I got into. Really, the first manager I ever really had I guess you would say, an affection for was the Wizard, who was the guy who wore the genie hat and the weird spectacles, the wraparound shades. He was a heel manager. Gay in real life, which I did not know that until recently. So that had to be tough. What's up? What's up, Doctor Lou Albano was great, of course, in the infancy of WrestleMania. But I was a Wizard guy, Freddie Blassie. And then I kind of fell out of managers until Bobby Heenan and Rick Rude. And then who else? I guess Slick to a degree. I enjoyed. Thank you, Doctor. I am a voiceover actor. I'm also primarily known as a stand-up comic and roast battle. Well, get me on Rogan, baby. I'm moderatorless. I see a message being held for review. Okay, that's not that bad. Fuck yeah. Getting on Rogan would break me, because I know it would be a good interview. What up, Deepak? I'm pretty confident I'll get on it one day. He did ask me to do it once, and I fumbled the request. So hopefully he doesn't remember. Because Joe was pretty high when he asked me, to be honest with you. So I'm hopeful that we can reconnect on that front. Can you do? I don't know what that is. I don't know what Optimus Prime is, to be honest with you. So no, I can't do it if I don't know what it is. But what I can do is EA Sports. It's in the game. So that's about it. I am from India. Love from India. I assumed you were from India with Deepak. I have read many of Deepak Chopra's books. I have a few friends of mine from India who are named Deepak. And, it's the main character in the Transformers movie, directed by Michael Bay. Okay, I don't really watch a lot of Michael Bay movies, although I used to see him out all the time at the clubs. He had the best way to pick up women. He would just walk into a nightclub or like a really nice restaurant where there's hot girls, and he would just have like a Baywatch production jacket on. And, he's done all right for himself. So yeah, I don't really go to movies anymore, which It's kind of weird because movies were so much a part of my childhood. Did you know? All right, Dragon King, knock it off with your hooliganism. Uh, I mean, I got more into other self-help people. After the while, the spiritual message. Of course, I do, man. Uh, my night is good, officer. I got more into like the Tony Robbins types, Eric Thomas. After a while, the spiritual stuff just kind of lost me. Um, Dragon King, you must be smoking the marijuana. You are coming in hot with your takes. But this is a free flowing forum in the Earlverse. We allow everyone in here. We just don't do the racist stuff. If you say anything racist, you are blocked for life. So think before you type. I really don't like blocking people, and banning people. I think in the year I've done this stream, maybe 2 people have been banned permanently for the racist stuff. It's not funny, and I'm doing this not for any other reason than to interact with potential new fans who want to come see me do stand up or watch the TV shows I'm on. So was Fire 8 on YouTube? It wasn't very well promoted, to be honest with you. California is, we're doing a little better. I have SV, I have. No, I don't even know how to do that. Oh, Roomba, come on, you can do better than that. All right. Jesus, stack the deck. You're coming in hot. I might have to end this stream early. A lot of sexual questions on this stream. Just everyone be cool, man. Stop with the sex stuff. And, you want to troll me. You got to super chat me. I don't read the trolls for free, baby. You got to show me the money, honey. It is deep. Well, hook it up, Deepak. Hook it up. Katy Perry, I like her. So I'm going to show your stupidity. Yes, I am a comedian, Andrew. But you putting it in quotes makes me feel like you don't believe me, which hurts my feelings. Lois is drinking water as we speak. She had a seizure a couple days ago, which was not fun to watch, but it was a very very quick seizure. So, I was lucky that it wasn't anything more serious. I'm just seeing the Fire Aid benefit concert ad right now for the first time. Yes, Lois is my dog. Hey. There she is. She drinks a lot of water because of her heart medicine, and then she goes back to sleep. And then I'll walk her for a long time, and then she wakes me up early because she can't hold it in like she used to. And Lois is taking something called Lasix, which is a diuretic for dogs, and Vemectin, which is a follow-up treatment. Yes, Vetmin. She has fluid in her lungs and in her heart, so what the diuretics do is they get rid of the excess fluid, but the side effect of that is she gets thirsty a lot more. We'll see. I mean, I would guess she has a few more years left. And Lois is about 14. I don't quite know, because when I got her, I would estimate she was about a year old. I got her in, I think, 2011. And I guess she was about a year old. So, born in 2010, let's say. And so here we are in 2025. So she's 14 to 15 years old. But small dogs can live a while. So that's the great thing. Bigger dogs, they typically get hip problems and back leg problems because there's, the weight is so, the back weight is so much for them to bear. Yeah, I mean, it definitely causes her to pee a lot more. But, me and my ex, who is her dog mom, we do a good job with the treatment. And we feed her good food and whatnot. So I'll be a sad man when Lois moves on, but hopefully that won't be for anytime too soon. But you never know. I mean, the dog that she basically replaced, Chloe, she had a heart problem, and I only had her for 4 months, and she would just go through these blood curdling seizures that I just, they were like wanted me to put her on literally 6 different types of medicine, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that to her. So Chloe passed away, and then Lois came in. So I'm talking about my dogs, Jaden. If you don't like it, you can literally leave the stream at any point. And I say that to all you guys. I don't really care if you're here or not. I want you to be, but I can do the stream to 12 people too. Deepak, I don't take requests. You got to show me the money, honey. Okay, I don't know what that means. Just a bunch of eggplants. I mean, we had a Yorkie. I'll never change. We had a Yorkie that went to 21. So Dave Grohl, Pat Smear, and Chris chick doing Nirvana. I don't. TB, you're gonna have to rewrite that one. Yeah, I know it means you have a big dick, which I do. So we're good there. Of course, I say that to a bunch of dudes in my stream, not one girl in the stream. But that's all right. Now, last night I did a 2-hour stream. Earlier, about 2 hours ago, I did an hour stream. So, we'll do about a half hour here. Yeah, jokes ain't free, baby. I mean, William Zoom said it best. Think of me as a bartender. If you like what I'm talking about and my delivery and whatnot, you tip me. If not, I'll read most of the free questions anyway. They're always putting on this. Oh, I see. I've already been on, you fucking idiot, 6 times. And I would love to see I guarantee you I get more pussy than you do. I guarantee you that. So, yeah, 100%, Sean, 100%. Let me see here. Another eggplant. All right, Jacob. We get the point, baby. We get the point. Don't make me block you, please. I can't. I mean, come on, man. It's not even funny at this point. So please, I get it. Like, at least be funny, man. So I've got to hide all those. I rarely do, but it's Oh, I thought you meant they had a threesome or something. Yeah, I mean, really, show some respect. Look him up, man. Look up my name, Earl Skakel on Kill Tony. I was on twice as the Iron Patriot, and then about 3 or 4 times as a panelist. And, that was in the OG days of the show. I think one episode I was on was with Mike Lawrence. Another episode I was on with Michael Costa. Another episode I was on was Sam Roberts and Jim Norton. I've been a comic for about 25 years, man. A very long time. So, Yusuf, I don't know what that means. So, going to have to type that shit out in English. Because I ran out of pussy, Jay. Man, you guys are unfunny tonight. Holy fuck. Yeah, I enjoy it. You know, I mean, there were some bumps along the road for sure, but I think that got to kind of outweigh most of the people who quit, and you just slide right in, baby. So I'll take it. Brock Lesnar is back. I don't watch WWE. I am an AEW man, so I don't really care if Brock Lesnar is back. Yeah, I mean, it is therapy, stand-up comedy. I mean, it's a wacky time in the world right now, and then you have something last night like the plane crash, and you know, a horrible story, kids on the plane, and you know, we all need a laugh. Nobody helped me out. So everyone needs therapy. Even I need therapy. Bad breakups and all that. You know, there's not a person on planet Earth who is living a perfect life. So, you know, we all need therapy. And there's nothing wrong with getting it. You know, you just have to, like, accept that and, you know, go to a therapist that specializes in, you know, the area you need it. No, I'm a Skakel, baby. I am a Skakel. My Aunt Ethel was a Kennedy. She married Bobby Kennedy. Her son is RFK Jr. So RFK Jr. and myself are first cousins by marriage. So I'm no therapy hair mush. I don't know what that means, Eric Bischoff. But, you know, you're a new, long-time listener, so I'm sure it doesn't mean anything that bad. So you were loaded. I mean, I don't know what loaded means. You know, loaded is different to everyone. To a broke comic, I'm loaded. You know, to Russell Peters, I'm probably poor. So, so, Tardif, are you bombing in my stream? Come on now. I don't know who Joe Ellis is. I'm not related to Joe Ellis. So, I'm not. You're losing me, Tardif Epileptic. Oh, Joel. She was the She was the pilot of the helicopter. I mean, someone said it was a female pilot, but I mean, you know, I don't know how a military helicopter could work its way into the oncoming flight path of a big plane. So, you know, I would guess that the military helicopter is at fault. So, you know, it's just, and she was very experienced. I think had 1,000 hours of flying on that helicopter. Oh, come on, don't be saying that shit in here. Joan Jett is playing with Nirvana. I better put on 101 for a second. That's kind of a cool. It's kind of a cool. Okay, right now I got a commercial, but that's pretty dope. I will be seeing Joan Jett and Billy Idol. They are playing together this summer. I might even go to New York at the Garden. I want to see Billy Idol in the Garden. I mean, I don't think so. The helicopter was behind the plane, so. But who knows? Do you like Kane? No, I like AEW, bud. I don't like WWE. I highly doubt three longtime military people wanted to, you know, do a kamikaze mission. So, you know, that's just, I don't know. I just think it's an unfortunate accident. They say the guy in the tower was working 2 stations, which is, you know, probably a huge part of the reason. Yeah, I mean, right now I have some girl, some hot girl, um, on my screen. All right, we got Sting now. Well, I thought they meant the wrestler. That would be pretty cool. Now, I know a lot of musicians, so I'm going to see if I know anyone in this thing. All right, Sting playing a Police song. I don't recognize the drummer or the rest of his band, but hey, whatever. Still, yeah, I mean, it's a great cause. I mean, um, I mean, as someone who lives in LA and I can't say I was in the middle of the fires. I wasn't. I knew a couple people who lost their homes, and it's just, it's a horrible, horrible, the fires are still going. I don't think any of them are 100% contained. So, my first comedy show was at a Starbucks in Beverly Hills, and I was so bad that my girlfriend at the time had to basically yell out my jokes because I had stage fright and I forgot them. So, I don't really think they're better causes to promote. I mean, when you have, I think, close to 1,000 people lose their homes, that's unprecedented. Um, Sting looks pretty good for his age, man. I mean, I would have liked to see the Police instead of, these studio guys playing. But, they're good. Sting's playing with them, they're good. So, right now they're playing Message in a Bottle. I mean, my favorite Police song, I have a question. Do you... Huh? We got a lot of Iraqi questions here. Uh, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I drink a lot of water. I have a fair amount of energy drinks. Sting doing some picking on the bass. You ever have to deal with hecklers? Not really, to be honest with you. I'm a pretty scary looking guy when I've got, all my leather outfits on. And what up, Rebecca? It's good to get a woman in here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, nothing beats a Scorpion Death Drop or the Scorpion Death Lock. I mean, there are not a lot of women in my streams. Hello. No, I mean, have you ever watched My Hero Academia? I have not. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. Who needs women? I do. I love women, baby. So, I don't dislike Muslims. See, this is not if you're not good at it. I mean, heckling's not really fun because you're disrupting the show. I mean, the crowd paid to hear me. They didn't pay to hear you. No offense. So, that's, I think, the thing that hecklers don't realize is that they're ruining the show, not for me. Because no heckler's ever gotten the best of me. I'm too quick. I got a microphone, you don't. So, it's just not going to end well for any heckler with me. I mean, I didn't have them removed, but I was on stage one night at the Comedy Store, and I'm wearing my all leather custom outfits, so I'm looking good. And this it was packed main room at the Comedy Store, 400 people, and this guy, like 2 minutes into my act, just yells, "Take off your leather pants, you F word." And I said, "You're calling me a maggot, and you're at a table with 5 dudes and 2 girls who look like dudes?" and he tried to storm the stage. And luckily, all the security staff at the Comedy Store, they're all fucking, you know, self-defense guys. You know, one guy was an ex-Mossad agent. You know, the Comedy Store's not the place to start a fight. Now, back in the day, it was, because the security was basically, you know, comics. So, and then I guess apparently while I was still on stage, there was a huge brawl on the sidewalk that did not end well for those guys. So, you know, that's I've done the Brea Improv, but not often. It's very far and it's kind of a long drive. And I'm at the point now where if I'm not headlining the show, I'm not going to go and do it. So now, if I'm headlining the Brea Improv, I'll definitely drive out there. But from where I live to get there, it's about an hour drive because of the traffic. And I don't know who that is, bud. I don't know who that is. Well, this thing's looking good, man. Looks in shape. Got, you know, most of his hairline. Crowd seems to be into it. It's a good cause. Niels Lofgren? I mean, I know a lot of bouncers and whatnot. I mean, Niels Lofgren, a great rhythm guitar player. Jorge, are you bombing in my chat? I mean, you know, this is the Earl Skakel stream, not the Jorge stream. Start your own stream and do those kind of jokes. I'd like to know who these guys playing with Sting are. You know, they're probably like these killer fucking studio guys. I wonder if my friend Tall is on this thing. She's like one of the most renowned bass players in the world. So this is the type of show she would pop in on. I mean, I like the Police. I don't necessarily like Sting's solo work. But, you know, like, I'm not, like, against him. I just, you know, the Police, you know, they hate each other. That's the problem. And, you know, none of them need the money, so they don't have to work with each other. So that's kind of the funny thing. This is a good song, though. You could tell these guys are pros. The drummer and the guitar player. They're going for a three-piece like the Police. And I'm sure Stuart Copeland lives in LA, so I would think that would have been cool to see him. I mean, Andy Summers, too. I don't know where he lives. Maybe in the UK. I mean, I just like the Police. You know, they're big hits. Oh, here comes Billy Corgan. Well, this is pretty cool. I love these benefit shows. Staying now on acoustic guitar. Not quite sure what song he's playing, but hey, it's Sting on acoustic guitar. Who the hell cares? Uh, no, I don't want the apricot. Thanks. It'd probably take a long time. Billy Corrigan? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Sonar. Hey, we got two women in here. Oh, maybe, let me. I mean, I'm 11:46, so, no, we don't do that. We don't do the underage dating in here. Clearly, you're not a fan of my comedy. Yeah, the chat really is. You got some really unfunny people in the chat right now. So it's a small but mighty group in here. But, I finally clued in. If you want to troll me, that's fine. I don't read it unless you super chat it. So, I finally learned from Kevin Brennan. That's how you make the money, honey. Because if I just read what the trolls write for free, it's just like, okay. Where is this TB? Is this I'm assuming it's in Los Angeles. Crypto.com, I would, the Kings played in Tampa Bay tonight. So I wish I was Joe from Family Guy. I see some guys standing in the shadows. I don't know if they're going to pop in or not, but yeah, like the Rat song says, nobody rides for free. Nobody rides for free. The new Clipper Arena. I didn't know they had a new Clipper Arena. Oh no, I would have loved. He gave it back. I've been impressed with RFK. He gave it back a little bit. But when that one senator started crying, talking about her autistic son, he was smart to just be quiet. Like, just shut up, bro. Well, the Clippers' new arena would be Crypto.com. All right, end of this song. Oh, I guess that's it. Oh, okay. I thought they played at Crypto.com. That's how little I follow the NBA. The Intuit Center. I don't even know where that is. I've never heard of it before. The Clippers play there now. All right. Well, there you go. Maybe the Lakers were playing at Crypto tonight. I would think you'd do it at Crypto.com, but yeah, I'm sure. I don't know how RFK feels about that. I mean, it is crazy that we're still. Oh, in Englewood. Yeah, I don't really frequent Englewood too often, to be honest with you. It's not my kind of jam. Okay, I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, the Forum is across the street from SoFi, but I'm not real familiar with that. I know there's the YouTube Theater, and then there's down the road, there's a soccer stadium where I saw Guns N' Roses. Well, Bernie, I don't think people really go back at him because he's so fucking old and you don't want to see him to be a bully, but I don't think RFK Jr., he keeps it real. I don't agree with everything he says, but he absolutely, he ain't going to take any shit from anyone. And Tulsi Gabbard, she held her own, I thought. And, she's got military. All right, now we got some black dude on the... I don't know who this guy is. It's a Mexican dude. I'm going to have to turn this one on. And Cash Patel, I thought he did all right. I mean, he, they definitely got him on some of the quotes he said in the past. But, I thought I don't think the Democrats scored any major gotcha moments, to be honest with you. But, I think they're all going to get confirmed. So we'll see. I mean, it was an interesting... we're going to do 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. And then I'm going to walk my dog and try and cleanse my brain of a lot of the people who I've interacted with in here tonight. I mean, Bernie is, you know, he wants to give away everyone's money. I don't think so. You know, I'm 56 years old. I've never, ever gotten a girl pregnant. I have self control. So why the hell should I pay for someone's family life because they squirted in a girl they shouldn't have squirted in? Bernie, you old fuck. I mean, that's how I honestly feel, to be honest with you. Like, why should I have to pay for someone else's, uh, you know, lack of self control? I was raised as a Catholic, but my mom has Jewish blood. My mom's last name was Weinman. So a rabbi would say, "You're Jewish, bro." But I was raised Catholic. Yeah, 100% Zanar. We got some weird ones in here. But I don't mind, you know. The trolls don't really bother me because none of them are funny, to be honest with you. Yeah, see you later, Johnny Lamb. See you later. Thanks for, you know, I'm going to end the stream in 10 minutes anyway. So, you know, smoke it if you got it. Um, you know, I've never met a troll that's gotten the best of me other than Connie Langus, who is missing from today's second stream. But that's all right. Hey guys, we got 2 girls in here right now. You know, get excited. Not many streams have 2 women in them. Now the real interesting, do I miss being a Catholic? Not really. I mean, the Catholic Church really turned me off. You know, I used to go to church a lot. Peter Chicken Man Brennan, Beverly Hills Catholic woman. When I think, what if I get you 30 likes? No, I'm good. I'm not doing another 2-hour stream tonight. I don't care if you get me 100 likes. But the Catholic Church really turned me off right after 9/11. I went to church and the priest was like, 9/11 was God's way of teaching us a lesson. That's when they lost me. I'm like, okay, I'm out. I can't get on board with that logic. So, $100 for what? Johnny Lamb, $100 for what? You know, you got to tell me what you want. I mean, dude, Zanara, the only woman in here, where I went to, Good Shepherd Catholic Church. I mean, they made, I would guess, when they handed out the collection plate twice, I would say one mass, they easily made $3,000 to $5,000 because it was a church right in the middle of Beverly Hills. So now I went to Notre Dame High School in the Valley. That was a very rich school, and I could even remember the fight song. Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame, shake down the thunder, cheering your name. Send a volley, cheer on high, shake down the thunder from the sky. What through the odds be great or small, old Notre Dame will win over all. While her loyal sons are marching to victory. That's pretty good. I haven't sang that song in probably close to 40 years. Billy Joel started the fires. That's an old joke, dude. You got to rewrite the material, baby doll. I loved Bullock's. There were some great stores in LA in the 80s. There was Toy Mart in Beverly Hills. That was an awesome toy store. What else was there? Bullock's, Bonwit Teller, Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus. I mean, Wilshire in Beverly Hills was the best, but now most of those stores are gone. You know, when you go in there, you know, online has really killed those type of stores. Barney's is gone. I don't remember Zodi's. Yes, my school, Good Shepherd, was on the corner of Charlieville and Lendon, and I think maybe one block over on Roxbury was I Magnin. That was a big store in the 80s. And then Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, Bonwit Teller. I mean, the Nike store. That was a great store in Beverly Hills. And yeah, they're all gone. I mean, I think Neiman's and Saks is still there, but it's not the same. Um, it's kind of sad. You walk down Wilshire now. Sometimes I'll walk Lois there at night, and it's just empty store after empty store. It's really sad. The Nike store is vacant. Barney's, which is like a 6-story prime real estate, Wilshire, Beverly Hills, that's vacant. It's just kind of like a ghost town. I mean, it used to be awesome to spend a day shopping in Beverly Hills, but now it's not so much, to be honest with you. But I don't really shop a lot anymore. I got enough. So 4 more minutes, guys. Get your questions in and out, and then we will reconvene tomorrow at some point. This was a special stream for the late night freaks. I know there's a few of you out there. I mean, yeah, with malls, I mean, the West Side Pavilion's gone. I went to the Beverly Center the other night because, that used to be a very big mall to me. And I thought, all right, we got Billie Eilish on now. I went to the Beverly Center. I walked all 3 floors. And my God, I'm not kidding you. The combined customers of all 3 floors of the Beverly Center was under 15. 15 customers total. So I don't know. I don't know how much longer the Beverly Center is going to be around. I can't imagine they're going to be able to maintain. Now, they did put a Lucky Strike bowling alley in the bottom level of the Beverly Center. That should get some kids in there. 15, Dalia enters the chat. What the? Hello. And I know they're putting a Gold's Gym in the Beverly Center, which I don't think that's going to really help drive business into the Beverly Center. But what up, Bo? We're just doing a nice stream. We got a couple more minutes left, 2 more minutes left, to be completely honest with you. No, the bowling alley I went to the most was Pickwick in Burbank. I mean, I'm all right, Bo. I think the last time I was at Pickwick was for the Happy Madison Christmas party. And I'll never forget walking into, Sandler rented out the whole place. So it's like unbelievable. And I remember walking in and it was packed in this concert hall type. I don't know what this room is regularly, but they turned it into a concert venue. And some guy was doing Billy Idol, like Rebel Yell or something. I'm like, this guy's really good. So I started walking closer and closer to the stage, and it was actually Billy Idol. So I am Moses. We're going to end in about a minute. Peter Chicken Man Brennan, what's the famous bowling alley that was 24 hours where celebs played out? That one was by Jerry's Deli, which is still there. It's called Pins now. Yeah, sorry about that. I just, I already did an hour stream earlier, as you know. This was like a bonus stream for, the late night freaks. And why does Rogan keep bringing Callan on the podcast? I don't know, to be honest with you. Yeah, Studio City for sure. I don't know. I mean, it's his podcast. I mean, I don't know. Don't want to know either. Sometimes the less I know, the better. Now, I don't know who this guy playing with Billie Eilish is. He seems to be a pretty good guitar player. So, Yeah, I mean that's probably right. I mean, um, I mean, I just I'm. The Big Lebowski. Someone was telling me was based on my favorite screenwriter, John Milius, which kind of checks out. But I know Callan's accuser, and I don't think she's lying. So, that's why I don't really like talking about Brian Callen. Kind of a scummy guy. I mean, Billie Eilish is a very interesting outfit. Like, she's really covering up her body. But, I'm sure she's sick of dirty old men gawking at her. Good for her. Didn't he hide for a while? Who knows? I don't really keep up with what Brian Callen's doing, to be honest with you. I mean, we hit the goal of $0, so we'll do a few more minutes, um, just because you guys have been so good to me. Um, Damn, that was the deadliest plane crash in 24 years in the U.S. I mean, I never really liked him, to be honest with you. I know that when I was dating Chandler one night, I was in the original room doing a set, and Chandler had heard my jokes 1,000 times, so she was out talking with her friends or whatever. And I come off stage, and I'm like, "Where's Chandler?" And everyone's like, "She's outside." So I go outside, and Callan's like draped all over her. And I'm like, "Bro, you better remove your fucking hands, or your next set's gonna be through a straw." I'm sorry, Skakes. I didn't know she was with you. You knew she was with somebody, brother. So I don't know about that. I mean, I've seen Jelly roll up close. I mean, they look pretty real to me. Yeah, I mean, I believe the girl too, but I know a little bit more about the story than most people do. Like, I know the husband, and the husband was probably is still the top commercial actor in the world. And he did commercials when you really got paid well for them. I mean, if you got on a national commercial, you could make 100 grand. Now it's just a buyout. But so they don't need the money. She's not an actress. She has no reason to lie. But she unfortunately probably waited too long to because now it's like people are like, hey, this is 20 years ago. We don't know who to believe. Um, so. Um, I'm not too scared of Brian Callen. It would not be a very long fight between me and him. I can assure you of that much. Uh, I mean, listen. I ever slid into a woman's DMs? Yeah, of course. But I do it once, and if they're interested, we go from there. If they're not, I'm not going to hound a woman to get laid. Those days are over. No, that was not Callan who texted me. Earl, you ever take boxing or jujitsu? I've taken boxing from the Weaver triplets of all people. Mike Weaver's triplet brothers, Floyd, Lloyd, and Troy, at Bodies in Motion back in the Dizzy. And they were an interesting group. One of the hardest workouts I've ever done. They were, all three of them were very accomplished boxers in their own right. So, their workouts were geared towards the workouts that they did. So it was I probably was not ready for that, but I got in great shape. Um, it's a direct message, I guess. Um, so I think you DM someone even if you don't know them, but you don't really text someone you don't know. You have to get their number in the first place. No, I'm not a great fighter. I was just saying that, since we're going to do another tip, we'll do an hour. Let me get my protein shake. Sorry about that.
Is there, you simply cannot see it. This is one of the questions we're looking at. It's very, very common species.
Interesting, interesting. Why do you think Egot put up non-store regulars during his reign, especially some of the Rogan guys? Like, who are you talking about? I mean, I don't fight, obviously, but like, if I felt threatened, you know, I do what I can. I mean, I remember one night I was walking Lois, and these three guys were walking my way, and they were taking up the whole sidewalk. So I walked on the street. Lois was still on the curb, and one of the guys stepped on her, and they just kept walking, and Lois yelped. I'm like, "You motherfucker, you're not going to even say I'm sorry?" And the guy in the middle was pretty big. I would have had some problems with him. But then, you know, his two friends calmed him down. But I had a plan. I was going to throw over this fence and, you know, do what I do. But 3-on-1, you know. Shab, Bravo, other MMA guys. Well, that wasn't really up to, thank you, TB. That wasn't really up to Adam. You know, there's some outside produced shows. Like, that's how Eddie Bravo gets on. So when Sam Tripoli does his show, you know, he can have Eddie Bravo on. You know, Shab went on Rogan's shows. You're not going to tell Rogan no. So it's not like he was passing them. I mean, that's how bad those guys are, that, you know, they're like besties with Rogan, and even Joe can't get them passed anywhere. I mean, he just, but, you know, the problem with Shab is he just didn't put in the effort. You know, comedy is, you know, you just can't half-ass it. You've got to try, you've got to write, you've got to practice, you've got to rewrite, practice again, rewrite. You know, it's a evolved process. And, you know, like, he worked hard in MMA, and that's why he got to the top of his, you know, craft, I guess, in that world. But he did not do that in stand-up. So, you know, that's why. Well, see, yeah, but that's, I mean, you're probably right there. But, you know, listen, if I could get in Rogan's inner circle, I probably would too. I wouldn't say he has no personality. To me, Shab is like Jethro Bodine. You know, he's got that goober and gomer, like, and that's funny to a lot of people. He just had no joke writing ability. Like, he would do a joke on that first special I saw, and you could tell in his eyes he had that fear of, please think this is funny, and that's never good. But, you know, when your best friend is Joe Rogan, you don't really have to be that funny, to be honest. I mean, you go on his podcast, you're going to get a fucking instant following. And that's all fucking clubs care about, to be honest with you. You know, they care, you know, it's like you see it with the Kill Tony comics, where, you know, they have 100,000 followers because, you know, if you're popular on that show, you get a following. That's undeniable. And, you know, the problem, though, is, like, you know, when you get asked to headline a club, say the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, you know, you don't have a band up there with you. You don't have Tony. You don't have Red Band. You don't have a mixing board full of sound effects. You don't have 2 to 3 celebrity friends of Tony's. You're up there by yourself. So when your jokes bomb, and you've done your 8 passable minutes in about 3 minutes, and you look up at that clock, and you realize you got to be up there for another 57 fucking minutes, it ain't pretty. What about Adam Carolla podcast? I've done it once before. So David Lucas stinks. Basically, Michael, in terms of David Lucas stinking, I mean, you know, if he was so good at roasting, he would have gone on Roast Battle. He didn't. In season 3, they were putting anyone up. So, I mean, I think Shab should have been like a guy on the red carpet, doing a few jokes with his MMA buddies. I mean, obviously he's very knowledgeable, um, about MMA. So just have him host a show that's MMA based. But his stand up was not good, it's he just didn't try. He didn't, but it'd be like if I did MMA and I didn't practice, I'd get fucking killed. Um, I mean, I don't know if Sandler said that. Um, so, I liked him though when I rode for Dr. Ken on the Alec Baldwin roast, and when I went, I hate watching comedy. I didn't really want to go. I didn't want to be around Jeff Ross and his manager for 6 hours, but you know, Corolla was the funniest to me because he started kind of bombing, and then he just started talking about how women aren't funny. I mean, he sold it too. Um, uh, yeah, tell me about it. I like Adam Carolla. He was nice to me when I did his podcast. I mean, that was about a year and a half ago. I thought I did really well, but he didn't ask me to come back, so I guess I didn't do that well. Because we're about the same age, so we really got along. Like, I thought it went great, to be honest with you, but, it's his podcast, so. And my friend produces it, so I would have thought that I'd have a chance of coming back. I mean, I like Corolla. He's. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's like, hey, I got money, maybe, so I'm gonna say what I want to say, and if you don't like me, I'm still gonna have money tomorrow morning when I wake up. Yeah, I mean, if you look up Earl Skakel, Adam Carolla, should pop up. I was also no, you're not, Zanara. You're not. You don't go. Hey, I'd like to come back. Like they ask you. It's the hackiest saying. The YouTube algorithm. I mean, I'm trying to still figure that out. To be honest with you, it's like you don't ask Rogan to be on his podcast. If he wants you on the podcast, he'll ask you. I still have not figured out the fucking algorithm for YouTube. I put out shorts. Some do well, some don't. Some of my stand-up shorts get literally 20 views, and then the next one I put out gets 800, which is a lot for me. But I'm pretty happy with the growth of my channel. I think last year around this time I had 1,250 subscribers, and now I'm almost on the edge of 3,000. So I don't know, man. The Mac streams did not do well at all. And someone told me it's because YouTube pushes the vertical feed. So I don't know if I'll ever do another stream. That would be pretty funny, Moses. I don't know. Oh, that's good. I mean, listen, that's if I could just get say 1,000 more people like UTB. Like Tim Dillon told me. I said in the last stream. He said, Earl, all you need is about 2,000 fans to be successful in this business. So I'm really putting the effort into YouTube, and I mean I won't say it's paying off yet, but I do see some progress, and we're gonna do another 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes, an hour and 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, Zanara, that helps. I mean, I think some people who listen to streams feel bad that they don't super chat or whatever, but there are many ways to help a streamer out, other than financial. It's hitting the like button, subscribing, that helps. Commenting on videos, that helps. And sharing and whatnot. That helps. So, and thank you, Nasty Neil in the house. Well, I try and interact. I even let the trolls do their thing, to be honest with you. Now, I know Kevin Brennan doesn't interact with people unless they super chat him. And, to be honest with you, that's a brilliant business model. That's why he makes about 200 and whatever grand a year. But I also don't, embrace the trolls like he does. But if I was making 200 grand a year, I probably would embrace the trolls. Um, but I just try and be different. And I also realize I'm going on later than everyone. I mean, like tomorrow morning, typically you'll have Melton doing the stream at 6 a.m. my time, Shuley doing the stream, Levy doing the stream, Chad doing the stream, MLC doing the stream, Ray doing the stream, who are these podcasts doing the stream. So I'm literally like the 12th guy to do a stream. So that's why try and be different. I don't do guests. I don't stream snipe people. Yes, you got to keep on pushing on. Uh, they were a big band at one time. REO Speedwagon, man. They were killing it. And then once the 80s metal guys came in, they just kind of made them look real pussy. I mean, listen, I don't hate the people who do the steel toe stuff and all the people who do the stuttering John stuff. I mean, clearly there's a fucking market for it. It just ain't gonna be me. Yeah, but I think that's a character as well. Well, I don't know if I'm the best, but yeah, send Kevin Cronin the link. I'm showing my age by actually knowing the singer from REO Speedwagon's real name. But I have fun doing this. You guys are cool. Get a couple idiot trolls in here, which I don't mind interacting with them that much. But they do kind of I don't know, man. At least be funny, man. If you're funny, then I'm good. But when you're just sitting there saying mean stuff and it's not funny, it's just mean. It's not even. You don't give me anything to play off of. And it's also unfair to troll me because you can see me, but I can't see you. I mean, I would love to see some of these people and see what they look like. I guarantee you it looks like a live Amber Alert lineup behind some of these screens. But you guys are the cool ones, man. We got a minute and 30 seconds. I'm surprised he hasn't showed up on Fire Raid. Who? REO Speedwagon? I mean, all right, who's on my TV now? Stevie Wonder. Let me see if I know any of this band. That's my favorite thing is I know so many session musicians that would be the backing band on shows like this. Where the Barry Jelly? Did you kidnap him? Listen, call Tyler, message Tyler the Creator and say, "Where's Barry Jelly, man?" Who knows? I mean, he's interesting enough where he'd say, "Fuck it, let's do another season. I gotta help Barry out. I need some cheddar, honey." Would you ever interview Greg Valentine again? I mean, he's a good interview. I watch his shoot interviews. I mean, no, Tyler, I was in his cartoon for 3 years. So, oh, thank you, Moses. I appreciate that. I saw I saw Cool and the Gang open up for Van Halen. That was good. Look out for it's Bad Brad Watson. Let me see if Watson's playing for Stevie Wonder. Or maybe Ian Bagg Talk Show's backing band. They were good musicians. Is that Watson on keyboards? Oh, no, I think it's an all-black band. Is that Niles Rodgers on bass? From Chic? I don't know. I don't really love Chick-fil-A when they rip me off, but what's the hard part about voice acting? It's not hard for me because here's the thing. My voice is so deep and monotone and baritone that I'm not asked to do anything but really talk. So, there's not a lot of variety in my voice. I can do a high voice, but I'm not going to get paid for that. Whereas Phil Lamar, who played my son in the Jellies, he he can do high, he can do deeper than mine, and he's perfect. I remember one time, when you're in a multi-million-dollar studio and you're speaking in to probably not TB, you're speaking into a $50,000 microphone that's got the cables that attach it to the mixing board are probably worth $2,000. Everything gets picked up. And I had to say pussy poppin' on one of the episodes. And, when you say any word that starts with P, you tend to pop the P. You're like, and I literally kept doing that. I was like, pussy poppin'. And I wasn't trying to be funny. So Phil Lamar, in between takes one day, he gives me a pencil. And he said, put the eraser about 4 inches from your mouth. And in my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck is that going to do? And sure enough, the next take, I put the pencil in front of my mouth like this, about this far apart. And I guess the eraser head muffles the popping sound. We went on to the next scene. So the first season was at some rich guy's house. This guy had produced like Tom Petty or something. It was a really nice house with like millions of dollars of gear. And then the 2 seasons on Adult Swim, we were all over the place. The first season, which would be the second season, first on Adult Swim, it was at some studio on Magnolia in Burbank. And then the last season we did was on Ventura, across the street from 7-Eleven, Studio City. Well, I would love to be on Futurama and stuff like that. But it's, I'm in the voiceover world, but like it's a tough world, even when you crack it. Because I'm in the booming, deep baritone vocal section. So I'm going up against celebrities. And so it's like Billy Brown, Dylan McDermott, Patrick Warburton. I did audition for stuff that James Earl Jones passed on. So that's who I'm going up against. And then there's like 5 or 6 other guys who are like me. We're all working actors. So I'm not going up against Show Us Your Toilet. That's $100 super chat, buddy, to show you my toilet. Come on, I can't show you the inner workings of my sanctum for free. Shit. All right, we're going to go to 70 minutes. So we got 1 minute and 15 seconds. I would love to have my own show on Sirius, but, that's my sales pitch to them. It's like, hey, Rob Riggle wants $50,000 an episode. I'll do it for $5,500. And I'm a comic, so I'm gonna have the timing and the beats, as Tommy would say. Well, he's got the beats. Send the girl you farted on at the riot. I wish I knew her, man. Oh, did I let out a gasser? And I had no idea this hot girl was behind me. She kind of laughed though. Earl, I don't think I could work with Kumi. He's a little too racist for me. I joke around a little bit, but I think he means it. So, maybe some celebrities are going down for the freak out parties, and I can just slide it in right to the top. Slide it in, I ain't ever gonna stop. You talk too much. Rest in peace, John Sykes. No, I didn't fart on a girl. I was at Rite Aid the other night at like 3 in the morning. There's one guy in front of me, and I had to fart, so I just let out a blaster. Sounded like Juan Croucier doing bass on Back for More, and I heard someone laughing behind me, and I turned around. It was like a really hot girl. But then I'd probably have to move to New York, and there's a few people who don't like me in New York, so we got to be cool. We got to be cool when I say New York. All right, guys, this is funner than I expected. I'll probably do a stream tomorrow night. This has been the second Earlverse. I've done today. I'm tired. I gotta walk Lois. I love you all. Earl Skakel, over and